Hello and welcome to Lion Tail Gaming. My name is Lion, and anytime I'm watching a Final Fantasy XIV stream, or checking out YouTube comments, or streaming the game myself, a lot of players or new players always ask about the cash shop. They want to know if it's pay to win, what items they should get, what to avoid, that kind of stuff. So I thought with the store being revamped, I'd take a look at it today, answer if it is pay to win, and then talk about the controversial items being the story skip and the character skip, and if new players should jump on those or if they should avoid them. So let's take a look at the site and we will answer those questions as we go along. So before we get started, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to anybody that takes the time out to watch my videos. I'm still new to this, I'm still learning, I'm still finding my voice, so any time that you spend watching my content really means a whole heck of a lot to me. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you, and if you want to say anything in the comments, any suggestions or something, please feel free to do so. I will read every one of them. So just wanted to say a quick thank you and hope you enjoy the vid. So once you get on the website, they have the brand new items on display here. We have the Peacock for $24, which is a mount, and then just some transmog or glamour gear. Bestsellers is next with Fantasia, and if you're new, Fantasia lets you race change. So if you want to play a different race in the game, this is how you do it. Side note for new players though, like if you want to just change something about your character or like the hairstyle, I change my hairstyle like twice a day. Get it? Don't buy the Fantasia just for that. In game there's a barber, and just go to the barber. It's very cheap. You don't have to spend any like real life money. It is just like a few thousand gil. It's really cheap, and you can change your hairstyle and stuff about your character that way. So don't spend the real money just to do something as simple as that. Go to the barber, change your hairstyle, you'll be good. So after that, we have the recommended items. I have no clue what these are based off of. It's just, it looks like, it's a mount, some glamour items. Look, there's an emote here, a couple emotes and stuff. I don't know what this is based off of, but just at the bottom of the page. So gives you all the categories here on the left. And we'll talk about these last because these are the controversial items. But you have costume set. This is just for glamour or transmog. Next is mounts. This is where they get me because I'm a mount collector. Love collecting mounts and stuff. Especially in WoW. I haven't got to it too much in Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm getting there. But some of this is a little ridiculous. $30 for a mount. That's I'm not going to be doing that. A lot of this stuff will go on sale too, so just kind of be patient, especially around Christmas time. A lot of items will go on sale, so just kind of, if you can, pump your brakes until then. But one thing I wanted to throw caution to as well is, look here. Does it count wide? Count wide, account wide. All these mounts will go for every character on your account. So if you scroll down, this one says single character. Single character, that is only for one character on your account. So it seems like they want to charge more for account-wide items, which is dangerous. I think they need to stay away from that. They're kind of creating their own problem and a solution to enable it to charge more. That's not something I agree with. So just make sure you read and you understand what you're paying for. The next is just emotes. If you like that kind of stuff, you got the DBZ power up right here. They have dyes on here. You can get dyes in game, but it makes it easier to purchase. And we get up to weapons here. Now, these are just for transmog. This is not pay to win. There are no stats attached to it. So if we click on this one for like a Dragoon, I have Dragoon, might be interested in this. You hover over the item and it tells you level 1, 6 physical damage, and 5.6 auto attack. So strictly for glamour. There is no pay to win on this. So as we go through this, is Final Fantasy XIV pay to win? No, not at all. Not at all. There's some convenient items, but with the armor, and if we click on armor here real quick too, this is not pay to win. This is just purely, are you going to pay for this? Are you going to pay for this? Probably not. But still, I'd say we wanted the horse head. And again, just to show you, level 1, defense 4, nothing like stat-wise. No way is this pay to win. So just a quick side note, aside from the top items here, like the carbuncle slippers and the Moogle cap, I'm pretty sure all of the different hats down here were available from events at one time or another, because I have a couple of them, like the horse head and the deer one. but they were available from events at one point in time, so in case you missed something and you still want it for your collection, they give you another opportunity to just buy it out right here. So something to consider, but I guess it's kind of cool. So as we go through this, you have accessories, minions. These are just little pets. They carry no stats with them or anything. Got Cloud, Tifa, Aerith. Housing items, and a lot of these things you could get during events, so they're just giving players that miss those like an opportunity to buy them if they want. The main items I wanted to talk about are right here. These are the story skips. You have Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood. So what these allow you to do are skip portions of the story, or like whole expansions pretty much. So in a game like WoW, where a new expansion comes out, long as your character is the right level, you can play through the new content. But you can't do that in 14. So you have to, in order to say if you wanted to play Heavensward content, or the most recent one, which is Shadowbringers, there we go. So if you want to play Shadowbringers, you have to go through a Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, and then you can finally play Shadowbringers. So what that means is you have to complete the last quest in Stormblood in order to play Shadowbringers. So what these items do, if you purchase them, is it allows you to skip those expansions. Like all the requirements, all the quests are done. So then you can move on to the next expansion or the newest content. Would I recommend this to a new player? I would say no. There's a but. So the only one that I could in good conscience recommend would be skipping a Realm Reborn, because at the end of a Realm Reborn there are like 100 quests that connect Realm Reborn to Heavensward. At this point in time, it's kind of like a rite of passage to go through this. So again, like I wouldn't recommend skipping this because you miss out on the entire beginning story, the connections with the characters, like figuring out who everybody is. So by the time you get to Heavensward, you're already acquainted with those characters and everything. So if you're getting burnt out, or if you're not too worried about that, I mean, in Heavensward you can figure out who people are. That's like not a deal breaker or anything. But the only one that I would recommend is a Realm Reborn. If you buy the story skip, that does not level your character up to where it needs to in order to experience Heavensward. So if you click on this, and it tells you, this item will not raise your character's level. So if you buy this and you are level 1, you have to level to level 50 in order to get to Heavensward. So again, would I recommend this? Probably not. Probably not, but I could see someone's justification in wanting to skip the Realm Reborn grind of quests in order to get to Heavensward. I would never skip Heavensward, and I would not skip Stormblood. Heavensward is amazing. Stormblood I didn't connect with as much, but a Realm Reborn is the only one that I could say, yeah, you could probably skip that. Just a quick update on this as well. As of patch 5.3, which is launching on August 11th, Square is revamping how a Realm Reborn plays out. Now, we don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds like they are streamlining the story and the quests a lot better. So again, we don't know the exact details on that yet, but they are streamlining it. So another reason to hold out on getting the story skip is to see how 5.3 turns out and how much they actually cut out so you can get to Heavensward. And speaking of Heavensward, just updated today, Final Fantasy XIV is going to be free to play up to level 60. So that includes the entire first story, the A Realm Reborn, and the second expansion, Heavensward. And I highly, highly recommend, if you don't plan on playing past Heavensward, at least play that story, because it is one of the absolute best that the expansion has to offer, as well as like any recent Final Fantasy. So highly recommend, get the free accounts and play Heavensward. So that moves me over to A Hero's Journey. This lets you take whatever class you want all the way up to 70. It doesn't take you to 80. 80 is level cap. It only takes you to 70. So you could play through data bringers. So again, would I recommend this for your first character? Absolutely not. You're going to miss out on all kinds of mechanics and how to play with a group and how to pretty much just play your class. And that is a huge learning curve, and it would be absolutely overwhelming at level 70 if you haven't played like an MMO before and just jumped in to try to learn your class at level 70. I mean, sure, there's YouTube guides and there's, you know, wikis and that kind of stuff, but I would not recommend for your first character picking up one of these. If this is like an all character, sure, you know, save you some time, get to 70, jump up to 80, you know, play end game content, that's up to you. But for your first character, I would not recommend picking up one of these. So I think that's it. I think that's the video. I just wanted to give my advice on the story skip, the character skip, and answer the age-old question, is it pay to win? No, absolutely not pay to win. So if this helped you out, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, please limit break that sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out so very much. Live streaming links in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.